Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. So in this episode we are going to continue where we were during the last episode, which was our plastic production is insufficient to meet the demand. I'd also like to make a correction to something I said in the last episode, which was about the plastic recipe. I had said in one of my other offline games that we had, there was an alternate recipe for making plastic. That was wrong. I was absolutely positively 100% wrong. I went and played that game, and the recipe I'm using there for the plastic is the same recipe that we have here. The 20 plastic, and then that converts it, or this basic recipe, it takes 30 crude oil, makes 20 plastic and 10 heavy oil residue per minute. As I said, I was completely and totally wrong, which is on me. Where I got confused is in that game I was using a bunch of the heavy oil residue to make smokeless powder. In that particular game, that's where I got confused, so my apologies. What the flip? Okay. I don't know why are we having a problem here. We have no fuel in here. What is going on? And wait a minute. Why didn't my batteries kick in? Ruh-roh. Okay, Houston, we've got some problems. We'll be back. I need to do some investigation, see what's going on here. Okay, I don't know what the heck is going on right now. I came over to where my batteries are, and this grid is running. This is my coal power plant, which is running, and all the factories over here are running. Okay. We have a glitch in the matrix somewhere. Yeah. Something got disconnected going from... Okay, so now these over here are not running. For the record, my power grid is set up... It's not like set up like some people have it set up as separate grids. I don't have that set up that way. They're all supposed to be interconnected. Why? There's a disconnected link somewhere here that my coal power is not connected to the fuel power, and I'll bet good money it's this link right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to connect those two and try restarting. No. What the flip? Okay, so we have power there. Alright, what I need to do is I need to figure out where I've got power in my facility here. This is near the main base. I've got red, which is bad. But I don't know what is going on here. Oop, ran out of fuel. Okay, so I have no power there, but I have power here. So literally, if I go and connect... Okay. What we need to do here is we need to cut the link here. We're going to go put this to there, which is going to cause that grid to trip, probably. We're going to go reconnect this. Which link did I disconnect? It was this one. Okay. Actually, no, that's not the link, because these have power. Oh, wait, now we have power, I believe. Yes, we're running off battery. Okay, now I need to get the grid back online. Or I should say I need to get the fuel generators back online, because now everything's got power over here. Alright, I will be back when I get back down to where the fuel generators are. Alright, we're back, and our fuel generators are running at the moment. And it looks like everything over here is running. Let me see how we're doing on power then real quick. Ew, that is not good. The capacity is still all over the place. I'm going to take a wild guess and say some of these, yep, don't have fuel. Okay. We're going to do like we did before. We're going to shut down these first few that are full. Okay, that's off. See, as you can see, as we go down, they're not full, the fuel generators. And then what's going to happen is, once these lines fill up, it'll push all the fuel back and into these ones. What the heck happened there? Okay. I didn't realize the colorizer could do that. What do you mean, invalid customization target? Alright, never mind. Okay. Our power issue is, at least for the moment, solved. I don't know how that link got broken. One thing I am going to do, though, since I have this space over here, I'm going to plop down a couple more battery banks over here. Actually, what we're going to do, we're going to put them over in this corner. That way, if something like this happens again... actually, let me see here. Do I have enough to do... No, I don't. Fiddlesticks. I'd really like to do that. I've got modular frames being made. Yep, I'm going to go do that. Okay. We are going to throw down a massive blueprint. And probably wondering, why does it say battery times 30? Well, for one simple reason. That is a blueprint of 30 power batteries, all in one blueprint. And the way I have this set up is I just need to bring a power pole over here from the power grid, hook it up, and I'm done. I need power, though, from... we'll grab it right here. We'll just put another one there, and then we will hook this into the grid. And I forget which side. It's usually... I don't know why I did the blueprint this way, but it's right there. There we go. Oh, yes, that's right. I forgot with this blueprint. I only have it set for... yeah, I did it again. What I need to do is I need to dismantle that, hook this into here, and then hook... which one is it? It is going to be this power pole. There we go. Now all of these are charging, all 30 batteries. And you'll see if we go over here, our power grid was 100% before, but I just added so many batteries. I added 75% basically of battery storage, which means if we have problems again, we should be a lot higher in terms of, or a lot longer on our runtime once the battery is fully charged, which is going to take a few hours, and I'm not going to bore you guys with that. All right. What I am going to do is I still need to solve the plastic problem. And the game plan is probably going to be pretty straightforward. There's more oil available here. I'm going to see how much is available, and I'm just going to make refineries making the oil. What I'm going to do temporarily with the heavy oil residue is I'm going to throw it in a packager, and then it's going to go from the packager, and it's going to go straight into a awesome sink for now. What I'm going to do later is I'm going to use that heavy oil residue to make smokeless powder. When I go to make the smokeless powder, then I'll be able to get more weapon facility set up, and that will then hopefully use all that up, and then I won't need the awesome sink anymore. Alright guys, I'm going to go do some building, and then I will be back. Alright, it's been a minute since the last clip. So let me explain what's going on. The problem is right now I'm not producing enough plastic in the world to meet our demand. So I have 10 refineries. There's 5 here and 5 and the one I'm standing on, and then there's 4 more. These are all producing plastic. Just a normal recipe, plastic, and then 10 heavy oil residue per minute. That's going to produce 200 plastic per minute. Now, to temporarily deal with the heavy oil residue, I have these 5 over here, and what they're going to be doing is they're going to take 40 per minute, because I'm going to be producing 200 heavy oil residue per minute. I'm going to turn it into petroleum coke, which, now that I'm thinking about it, this 120 per minute is going to be a problem, because it's 120 times 4. Well, no, actually, no, it won't be, because it's 3 here and 2 there. No, I'll be okay. And then what I have the byproduct for now just going into an awesome sink. The petroleum coke, you can use it in coke generators, but it's not the greatest. And my coal power plant I'm here. My coal power plant is way over there, and I really don't feel like belting it all the way over there. It's going to take forever. Anyway, that's what I'm doing. And then as a temporary, I have a buffer here to store some of the heavy oil residue in case the awesome sinks or my calculations might be off. So what we are going to do now is I need to connect power to... I have 2 of these oil refineries. We need to hook up one here. Now that on its own is not enough oil to support all the oil refineries we have in there. So I have another refinery back here, as if you can follow the piping, and I need to hook that into power as well, which I don't at the moment. I need to find some power I can steal, or a power pole I can hook onto, I should say. There's one. Does it have an empty port? Yes, it does. Okay. Come here, you. Now, ideally, I'd love to do this in one power line, but I can guarantee that it's going to be, yep, wire is too long. It's still too long, so we'll put one there, connect that up there. Now, between this and this other one, that's on a pure node, so that's producing 240 oil per minute. This impure node is only producing 60, but I overclocked it because I need 300 per minute. Or 90, I'm sorry, 90 and 240. Wait a minute here. I gotta do my math. My math is not mathing. 240 plus 90 is 330. I don't need 330, I need 300. So if I take out the... There, now that's producing 60. That's feeding into this industrial buffer. And then since that's higher and this follows normal liquid, it actually is flowing downhill. And then it's now you're going to see it going, there it goes. And then I have to use a lift pump to pump it up to the refineries. But one thing I've noticed with these is that it takes a little while before the fluid buffer, the fluid gets high enough, there it goes, to get into there. That happens to be a Mark II, I might add. And then it wasn't going to fill up all of these either, so I had to put a Mark I in here just to push it down to the rest of the refineries. And all these pipes are Mark II pipes, so they can have enough flow rate. But the downside is they take longer to fill up, is the downside. And the oil's filling. And there we go. We are starting to produce plastic. And just like that, we're now not producing it because it's just not enough. It'll get there. And then all the plastic will eventually come through here and go down the lift conveyor, and then it goes into the existing conveyor belts I already have set up. No sense to reinvent the wheel. Oh, you shit. The eagle-eyed among you might notice something. None of the heavy oil residue on this side is hooked up. Oh, you yuts. And I have it hooked up going out, but I don't have it hooked up going in. Oh, for the love of son of a gun. Okay. I will be back. I need to deal with all the waste products, otherwise this conveyor belt, or this line, is eventually going to come to a grinding halt in a hurry as the oil residue backs up. Yep. Okay. Alright, I had to run back to base because I realized I still need to fix the problem from the last clip with the heavy oil residue to deal with it, because I didn't have enough supply, so I had to run back to base. But with the 200 plastic going in, the production lines are starting to run a lot more consistently. However, it's going to go back to having a problem again till I get back there and deal with the heavy oil residue, so that way the lines can continue to run, because otherwise it's going to start slowing down again, not producing enough, etc., etc., etc. So when I get that piped, I'll be back. And I'm back down at the oil refineries, or I should say the plastic production facility, and we're already ground to a halt. Because, like I said, I screwed up. And not to mention, none of these are actually producing anything. Alright. I will be back when I have everything piped in properly, and then everything will be up and running here. Okay. Crisis has been averted. Or maybe not. Oh, fiddlesticks. I forgot to get this side piped in. Ugh. Yes, everyone, the struggle is real. Okay. Now, I do actually have everything up here up and running. We are producing 200 plastic per minute now. And all of that is going towards the production line. And yes, I got this side also on, and then this is the pipe for the heavy oil residue coming from the 5 refineries over here. And as you can see, the petroleum coke is being produced and going into the awesome sink. Now granted, it does not generate a lot of points because the petroleum coke is a fairly basic material, but I'm not worried about coupons right now. I don't really care, to be honest. Alright, we need to get some more things uploaded into the storage depot because I went through a lot of stuff building everything that you see here. I'm just checking right now to make sure that the heavy oil residue is leaving, and which it is. Because the last thing you want is for these to start backing up like what happened when I didn't have them running. Learn from my mistakes. Another thing you want, another little tip, is if you want to go over a fairly open chasm, make sure you have full fuel. Now, as you can see, this has been charging a while. It's been a few minutes because it was going to take about 2 hours. That's how long I've been working on that while this has been charging. As you can see, we're only about 1,000 megawatts from where we are in terms of total consumption, mostly because of all this that just came online. However, it's one of those kind of necessary evil kind of things. And this production line is not running at all, probably because there's, yep, too much heavy oil residue again. Now, I originally had said, too, I was going to take the extra heavy oil residue, package it, and then run it into the, awesome sinks. The reason I didn't explain in the previous ones why I changed it to the petroleum coke is when I did the math, the amount of plastic I would have to use to make the empty containers for the fuel or for the packager was going to be, I believe it was like 180 per minute. I'm only producing 200 plastic per minute, and I need that elsewhere. That's why I decided to go with this petroleum coke for now. What my plan is in the future is I'm going to expand this production facility out, and I'm going to use the heavy oil residue instead of making petroleum coke. I'm going to use it to make smokeless powder, and then that way I can then start using it to help produce rifle cartridges and other weapons that I would like to automate, and then that should help with things. Okay, so now we're producing close to somewhere about 300. We're producing about, I believe it's somewhere around 300 between all the production lines of plastic per minute. And as you can see, the line going to the main factory is completely full to the brim, which is good, and I didn't pay attention to my fuel. I kind of gotten spoiled with having the hover pack, which is it's a later unlock from where we are now, where it runs on power. All right, guys, I'll bring you back when I'm back over at the main base, because I want to see how all this plastic, see if the storage bin that's over there is starting to finally start fill up.
Symphony complete. You are not the nut effigy.
Correct.
The nut effigy is a temple?
I do not think that is correct, even though I am not entirely certain of your definition of temple.
The nut effigy is not you but sings for you.
The nut effigy is an entirely separate entity from me. We aren't even made of the same base components.
Is the vessel near intelligent clouds?
Probably close enough for now.
That was me collecting a summer sloop, as you can see. That was over, actually fairly close to the base. I missed it. The only reason why I saw it is because it's nighttime right now, and the summer sloops and the Mercer spheres glow. But like I could see up there, there's a power slug, which that's one that I've not grabbed. So on this end, we still have not started to fill up the production or the oh, what is it, Frank? The industrial container, but I don't think all of that is from when I had the maximum production going, which it will. And I'm sure in time that that line will start backing up, which is a good thing. Another little tip is if you're trying to get up to someplace high, look around. I've noticed the game developers tend to put in these kind of little plateaus so that way you can stop and rest for a moment to fill up your fuel for your jetpacks, I've noticed. And then we're going to upload that. As you can see, I've been a little busy. 4 purple slugs, 14 blue slugs, 7 yellow. I have not converted them into power shards yet. Probably going to do that here in a minute or so, a few minutes. I won't bore you guys. I've shown you that already in previous episodes. But what I'm hoping is that once the production lines finally start backing up, the main ones are right here, the circuit board production line we set up in a previous episode. Because here we're using 40 per minute, which is, we're using 120 right here of plastic. Just in that one alone is 120 per minute. And that doesn't count the computer line, which is up here. And I'm not going to have enough fuel because I need every ounce of fuel to get up there. I know I could just build a ramp and walkways and all that nice stuff and make it look pretty, but another 40 times 5. Actually, with the production line that we just set up, we're just producing, we need 200, a minimum of 200 per minute. And we're only producing that and a little bit more. Now you can see the line is completely steady. That's from having the 200 per minute online. Now what should happen is we're actually producing a little bit more. We're producing, I believe it's like 200 and, I want to say 280. Eventually these lines will start backing up. The plastic will, which is good because I need to steal some for my own personal use because I'm very low at the moment. These are just a bunch of other things I need to upload to restock everything. As you can see, I'm pretty much out of plastic. And then we can also stick some motors in there. I have steel beams and I have concrete going directly into dimensional depots, but now I noticed over here I was having an issue earlier. See, yeah. The problem is, for whatever reason, this line is taking more steel ingots, but it's not backflowing into here. So we're going to produce even more steel ingots. Because I need to produce more than, I need 40 steel pipe for the heavy modular frames. Or no. Yeah, heavy modular frames. And it was barely producing enough. In fact, I need to steal some because I need to upload some to the cloud. All right, I think I'm going to make this a fairly short episode, guys. Guys and gals that are watching. We got the plastic problem at least fixed for now. Yeah. I did check. We have almost enough of the modular of the engines for the next unlock. I'm going to see if there's any other in the current tiers we want to unlock for 5 or 6. There's logistics level 4. Actually, now that we have that fixed, why don't we'll unlock this right now. I have all the materials already made. I just need to go and collect it. And right here is, yes, we need a couple hundred of those, check, and then we need some more modular frames. We'll unlock logistics level 4, which uses encased beams as the mechanism. Oh, I'm actually, inventory-wise, we are running out. Okay, those are full. That's not good. Alright, we can put that there, then we can stick that there. We can pull that out and combine that. Actually, we don't need that many there. Yeah, okay, and we need more of these. There we go. I just don't think I have enough modular frames, though. And no, we don't. If I had more room in my inventory, I'd have enough. Oh, and I don't have enough in case, or I have enough beams on me, I just didn't. Oh, I see why. I uploaded the 50 instead of the 100. Whoops. There we go. Oh, still don't have enough modular frames. This is why it's so nice when you get things automated, where, like, in this case, as you can see, I don't have enough of something. Well, guess what? I just go and grab and move on. I don't have to worry about trying to handcraft it. And then, what do you got for us, Ada?
Milestone reached. The transportation of resources can reach new heights of efficiency. With the Mark IV belts and lifts, the truck, but even more importantly, your effort. Handling a large and complicated vehicle like the truck should come easy to a well-trained pioneer such as you. They are an obvious improvement over tractors concerning industrial purposes. Improvements for personal use were not measured.
Sorry about that. The short version, if you use the tractor versus the truck can transport more materials at a time than the tractor can, but it also takes up a lot more space. Next time, what I think we're going to do next on the next episode is we're going to work on getting the Mark II blueprint. Again, we have everything of that automated as well. Then the other thing we're going to work on is getting the adaptive control units automated, because after the blueprints, we're going to be back into a holding pattern, and the adaptive control units, they, I believe, take a while, I think. In case you're wondering why, if I don't sound so sure, is because I don't have the recipe written down right here. We're going to do this quick little preview here. Seriously? Ugh. Alright, I guess we're not going to be doing that because I need more plastic in my inventory. Alright, anyway, guys. We're going to end the episode here. If you like the video, give it a like. Comment down below if you want to see something specific, or if you want me to potentially do some shorts on, like, little tips and tricks that I do share throughout these videos, or if you have some ideas on certain things, leave me a comment. I will read them. And we'll catch you on the next one.